is a 7-channel detox. Cleans and detoxify kidney, colon, bloodstream, liver, lymphatic system, skin, and your lungs. That together with the alkagen water, of course, does an excellent, thorough job in helping you to actually lose this weight, especially if you're exercising. We know we have the persons who, they go to the gym just for this season. So I'm just saying that if you fall in that category, it means that you're going to get even better results when you use things like the santulan and the alkagen water, because of what it helps to do, especially as it relates to the liver. But your liver plays a significant role as it relates to removing fat, especially that stubborn fat that, the one that gives problems, that is look really bad, by the midsection there, hips, that type of thing. So feel free to give us a call or visit. We do have delivery as well. Those locations, we are located on the first floor of Money Talks building. That is Money Talks building in Montrose, Chaguanas. We're also on the corner of Ramsamouch Trace and the SS Erin Main Road in Debe. That telephone number for Chaguanas is 222-8261. That's 222-8261. And Debe, of course, is 223-7515. Again, that's 223-7515. Keep in mind that this program is interactive. So if you have any questions regarding the products, the services, or any health issue, feel free to ask those questions. So let me put you over to Karen, who are going to let you know what number to call or to WhatsApp, whatever the case may be.
Yep, so you can WhatsApp our studio, 299-4103, if you have a question for Dr. Jason Batson.
Definitely. One of the things, apart from the situation with the weight loss and the cleansing, I'm a big advocate of, mental health, especially within recent times, because I believe that, mental health continues to be something that, a lot of persons don't focus on. Depression is referred to as a silent epidemic, simply because so many persons have issues with depression, or different types of depression, or levels of depression, and they may not know how to get help. They may not know what to do. And I decided I would touch on that, and I will continue to touch on it as I do programs, because I believe it is a serious issue. And the interesting thing is that it actually affects young people. But a lot of persons do not know that depression also has a lot to do with lifestyle and the lifestyle choices that you make, things that you eat, things that you drink, things that you, lack of exercise. Because some people, if you have a very sedentary lifestyle, I feel very concerned about women, especially women who are premenopause, menopause, and postmenopause, because these women are at a stage in their life where they have serious issues that come about because of this hormonal imbalance, and they're not aware that that is the situation. So, that's something that we need to pay very close attention. Let me say a pleasant good morning to our listeners on Facebook. Again, we are Batson and Associates Limited on Facebook. You can add us, like us, follow us, share us. Let me say a pleasant good morning to Miss Elizabeth Nandlal and Miss Vanetta Reed. Good morning to you guys. And on our Instagram, let me say a pleasant good morning. And question coming from Kunis Della Hennessy, who has joined us, Mr. The Real J. James, Live 35. Blessed, pleasant good morning to you guys. And there's a question that is being asked as regards to the Nerve Restore, if the Nerve Restore will help that situation with depression. And of course, the answer is yes. Nerve Restore is a product that Batson and Associates carries, that is primarily designed to help in dealing with stress and sleep issues, insomnia, that type of thing. We have a question?
Yeah, we do have a question for you. What are the benefits of honey, and is it safe for diabetics?
I mean, the thing is, when you look at honey has a plethora of benefits. The aspect as it relates to the does fall in what? Low glycemic. So it has a lower glycemic index. You get a lot of benefits as it relates to energy, a lot of benefits as it relates to helping with the endocrine system, a lot of benefits as regards to even male and female function in terms of proper sexual function. So honey has a wide variety of benefits associated with it. As regards to diabetics, it was something I would actually recommend diabetics use, as opposed to those alternative sweeteners and even sugar, because of the benefits that it has. Of course, you want to limit the amount that you use. I normally tell persons, if you're having a cup of tea, what you should really do is maybe do like a teaspoon of honey in maybe about an 8-ounce teacup. I believe in large teacups. I cannot do the little dolly house ones. Yeah, I find that so frustrating to drink tea in that. So you want anything between an 8 or maybe a 10-ounce. There are places that sell those teacups, and really utilize it. Even the teas that we carry at Batson and Associates, for example, we have circulation, which is a big, very popular. We have sleep. We have the skin. Gastrointestinal is a tea I like personally, because it actually helps with gastrointestinal problems. So persons who may have problems with acid reflux, bloating, gas, constipation, that's a tea you could look forward to using it and actually helping to get benefit. Joint is also a very popular one that helps with arthritic pain. So if you may have some pain in your knees, your back, that type of thing, the joint tea is definitely something you could look into. We carry oolong as well. Oolong is big for weight loss. So if you're looking, especially this time, for weight loss, oolong is a very good tea for weight loss. It's also excellent for diabetics. We carry pu'er as well, dandelion. There are a lot of teas that we have. I'm a big advocate of tea because I understand what tea does to the body. Teas have tannins, tannins, and those particular properties, let's put it like that, actually helps in a number of things. It helps with energy. It helps with your central nervous system. It also helps with your musculoskeletal system as well, as regards to that particular aspect of drinking tea on a regular basis. So you could feel free to give us a call or visit. As I said, if you're looking at weight loss, the oolong is one that is going to help. We have some new ones coming, a few but that's going to be after Carnival or maybe the beginning of February, God's willing. So as regards to the question that was asked, definitely Nerve Restore. What Nerve Restore does, if you want a better quality of sleep, and this is no mama guy thing, if you want to experience more REM sleep. Now, let me explain something quickly with sleep. A lot of people are not aware that sleep, you have two types of sleep. You have REM sleep, which is rapid eye movement, and you have non-REM sleep, which is non-rapid eye movement sleep, right? In REM sleep is referred to as deep sleep. And the thing with deep sleep is that is when the body does the most amount of healing. That's when your whole neurological central nervous system actually reboots itself, helping with things like neurotransmitters and that type of thing. It is unfortunate that most people sleep, but they do not experience the switching of cycles from REM sleep to non-REM sleep. So usually every hour and a half, the cycle is supposed to change, if memory serves me correct. But the thing is, a lot of people do not experience REM sleep. And because of that, they have a number of issues. So you get up very tired, you get up lethargic, you feel as though, mentally you're not as stable as you're supposed to be. I mean, as I said, depression is broad. It has many different spectrums of depression, and a lot of persons don't understand that. And Nerve Restore is a product that could actually help you because it has adaptogenic properties, and is actually able to give you a better quality of sleep. If you're someone like me who work a lot, and you may be a little stressed out from time to time, definitely it is something going to help you. It's all natural, no side effects. So it is something you could actually look at as well. I would recommend, if you're looking at any depression, anxiety situation, keep in mind we do have our specials available with the blood analysis, the dry blood, the live blood, magnetic resonance analysis, your executive consultation, as well as your complimentary food detox. So that's a package that we have had for a while, and we maintained it at a very reasonable price, and you really get value for your money. So if you really want to know what is going on with you, for example, what is the condition of your liver? What is the condition of your kidneys? Are you pre-diabetic? In fact, if you have gone to a doctor and you have been told that you're pre-diabetic, then you should check Batson and Associates. Or if they tell you you're diabetic, because you see, the thing is, at Batson and Associates, it's a matter of not necessarily dealing with the symptomology, but actually addressing the root cause of the problem. And with diabetics, that is fundamental to do. So that's something that you need to, again, pay very close attention to. We have a question, Karen?
Yes, you do have a question. What can be used for nerve damage? My husband suffered a stroke and has constant cramps in his hands and legs.
Okay, so if we're dealing with a stroke patient, I don't know if they would be able to say what type of stroke it is, if it was a hemorrhagic or ischemic stroke. But strokes in general, because ischemic is just lack of oxygen to the brain over a period of time, which would damage brain cells and that type of thing. Hemorrhagic strokes, same, but bleeding. And those are the worst type of strokes to experience. But either way, regardless of the type of stroke it was, there are a number of things that we could do at Batson and Associates to help that. Definitely Nerve Restore is a product. I would suggest a consultation. The person doesn't have to come, but a representative, or if we have to do over the phone consultation for them to get all the information in terms of the medication that you may be using, whatever the case may be, then do that, and we'll be able to dot our I's and cross our T's. If you have MRI results, you have CT scan results, you could also provide us with that, so that, again, the protocol is going to be as in-depth as possible to help that individual. But as I said, the Nerve Restore is definitely going to help in that situation. So others who may have experienced those things or stroke-like symptoms, they could always get information. The circulation tea or Hawthorn, because I know circulation tea is a bit low. We do have Hawthorn, which is very good for circulation. And that quality of tea that we use, very high quality, to help in that situation. Cerebral, which is a product designed to improve memory. It is actually, one of the ingredient profile in that is actually used to assist children or people with ADD, attention deficit hyperintensity disorder, because what it actually does, it actually gives you the ability to focus more. You know, people with attention deficit hyperintensity disorder, they get distracted very quickly. So what that product actually does, it actually helps you. One, it improves memory, but it actually gives you the ability to focus and concentrate. So that's that. In addition to that, the inflammation formula, which is one of my favorite products as well. Inflammation formula just does that. In remove or reduce inflammation from the body. And the inflammation formula that we now have in 2023 is actually way stronger, like maybe about 150% more stronger than the ones that we had before, simply because the formulation was changed. They added certain things to it. So it helps to support things like arthritis, inflammation in the body. It's going to help stroke persons, and it's going to help with muscles. Because when you do suffer a stroke, one of the issues that you may have is muscle weakness. And what happens a lot of times is that coordination between the central nervous system and the musculoskeletal system, there is some breakdown there. And that is something that you need to work on. Let me say a pleasant good morning to Miss Lucy Lara. And she said, good morning, Dr. Batson and Associates, and everyone listening. We have a question?
Yes, so we do have a couple of folks who are living abroad interested in your products. So back to the question regarding the person with nerve damage, her husband had suffered a stroke. She says no bleeding, but we live in Florida. And another listener listening from Orlando is interested in the teas and would like to know how they can actually make a purchase and how they can access.
Okay, great. So what they could do, they could take this telephone number, of course, area code 868 and 373 2388. Area code 868-373-2388. And with that, you could actually book a consultation. So we could do a Zoom consultation with you to find out all the necessary, if you may be on medication, whatever the case may be, and then give you recommendations. And we are able to ship products to you. So that's something that we would be able to do for you. So that number again, 373-2388, area code 1868. Let me say a pleasant good morning to our consultants, Ms. Karishma Ramdan, Mr. Paul Green, Mr. Rene Bustamante, and Mr. Vialva. Pleasant good morning to you guys and all the hardworking, my hardworking colleagues at Batson and Associates. A pleasant good morning to you guys. So anything that you may need, keep in mind we do have a delivery service as well for those of you locally. So if you need your water, you need your eye drop, we do have, I'm seeing someone's asking about the eye drop. We do have eye optics formula in stock. And what you could also do, let me say a pleasant good morning to Miss Kathleen Ishmael. A pleasant good morning, a happy and healthy new year to you guys. As well as Miss Elizabeth Nandlal is saying, Doc, I need help with a protocol for sleep apnea. No problem, Miss Nandlal, we'll work on that and we'll get that information over to you. Keep in mind, again, you can add us on Facebook. On Facebook, we are Batson and Associates Limited. On Instagram, we are Batson and Associates TT. And on YouTube, we are Batson and Associates Trinidad. You are listening to Dr. Jason Batson, the Senior Medical Director at Batson and Associates. Let me say a pleasant good morning to Odessa More. And it says, good morning. Anything for blood clots patients on warfarin? Yes, we do. There are a number of, we rather have a lot of clients who we deal with who are on warfarin. The thing is, when you are on warfarin, you're usually in what is known as the INR clinic, where they have to check your blood every 2 weeks to maintain, make sure the blood is not too thick and that kind of thing. What I could always tell people, when you're dealing with, I personally do not like warfarin. From a professional perspective, I believe there are so many things that it could give you other than that. But of course, I don't get too much into the politics of medicine. What I would suggest, though, because the reason I don't really like it is that when you are on warfarin, you cannot use anything green. And of course, anyone who knows anatomy and physiology and how the body functions, greens are foundation of the body as it relates to health and resistance and a number of things. So, I mean, any medication that now decreases your green intake significantly going to be problematic. So there are other alternatives and that type of thing. But we can work with a patient like that. It just requires very careful consultation. So you need to come in and have a consultation for that. Question, Karen?
Yeah, here's a question for you. I had surgery to remove part of a pituitary tumor 15 years ago. Do you have any medication or suggestions to shrink what's left of it?
Of course, definitely. We have dealt successfully with persons. I remember I had someone who was a child with a pituitary tumor, and they had surgically removed it and then it grew back. The thing is, when you move those things, especially when you cut certain things, the body automatically believes, okay, cut, gone, I need to grow back. So we can help in that situation from a nutritional protocol. Let me say a pleasant good morning again to Miss Lucy Lara. She says, I took the inflammation formula and I lost weight. I am down 1 skirt size and 1 dress size. Okay, so happy for you, Miss Lara, where that is concerned. I'm so great. Yes. Okay,
so here's a question for you regarding food grade hydrogen peroxide.
Okay. Sorry.
How much food grade hydrogen peroxide, 3%, do I consume per day?
That's an interesting question. Okay, so food grade hydrogen peroxide has some benefits. However, you need to be very, very careful if you're on particular types of medication. And that's why I tell persons the consultation is important, because the thing is, there are a lot of good things out there. And what normally gives natural medicine and integrated medicine a bad name is that people actually use things without knowing how to use them. Remember, you always have to take into consideration a number of things. You have to take your history into consideration. If you have any medical condition, if you're on specific types of medication, because we have to take all those things into consideration. But normally, I would recommend in a case like that, the 3% food grade hydrogen peroxide, 1 drop in a glass of water, and you could do it every other day. General, okay? But as I said, if you have specific health situations, you should have a consultation with someone in an organization like ours. So you could always call, and we have Mr. Bustamante, Miss Ramdan, Mr. Vialva, I'm forgetting somebody else, but Mr. Paul Green, who are well qualified and experienced, and they would be able to give you, some information. So please do that. The old people have a saying, an ounce of prevention is better than a pound of cure.
Yeah.
Okay, let me say a pleasant good morning, Miss Helen Marshall. She said, blessed morning, Dr. Batson. I asked if they have delivery to Separia, and they said no. Okay, no, we wouldn't. The thing is, we have delivery to certain areas, yes. Separia, I could always check, but I don't think that should be an issue. Or maybe if we could actually meet you halfway or something like that. But there is always a solution to a problem. So Ms. Marshall, Helen Marshall, just call the office again and let them know, and we'll work on that for you. There is a solution. We could come up with something for you. Okay? Those keep in mind those telephone numbers again for Shogunas head office. That number is 222-8261. The Debe office is 223-7515. St. James is Red Edge Mall, Western Main Road, St. James. That number is 220-8113. And Tobago, of course, is the Triangle Building in Scarborough, Tobago. Okay.
So here's one more question for you, and this is from a cancer survivor who has expressed following treatment, chemotherapy, she feels depressed, she feels really sad, she feels down, and is asking if you can recommend anything to sort of pick her up a bit.
Okay, yeah, definitely. Nerve restore is definitely going to help you. You have to take into consideration that once you do chemotherapy and radiation, it is going to actually have some serious side effects. I mean, some people get more than others, but those side effects are usually very debilitating. So you need to regenerate the body, you need to rebuild based on the damage that was done from the body to actually get rid of the cancer. So definitely off the top of my head, inflammation formula is going to help. The alkagen water is also going to help because you're going to have to do some serious work on your gastrointestinal system. The nerve restore, as well as there's a product we have called Optimizer. There's also a product that we use because I do a lot of protocols for cancer patients who are actually doing chemotherapy and even post-chemotherapy or even pre-chemotherapy. So there's a protocol that we have designed and you could always call and get some information on that. Okay? Yes?
This is a parent asking if you have any products that can help someone struggling with intellectual deficiency.
Yes, definitely. Let me quickly just say a pleasant good morning to Miss Frederica Joseph, Miss Marge Hills. She says, good morning to my favorite doctor. Have an amazing day. Miss Helen Marshall, good morning to you. The thing is, there is persons who may have intellectual or learning challenges. Let's go even as far as children who may be autistic. People who have ADDH, attention deficit hyperintensity disorder, which I that's something we're going to do a lot of work with because we're doing more work with mental illness and people with depression and insomnia. Because I know in dealing with persons for the number of years, for the past 13 years, people, some of them, they're lost. They don't know what to do. And young children too, and I really empathize with them. So in a situation like that, we can help the child, but keep in mind that diet and nutrition is always fundamental. And Batson and Associates doesn't deviate from that. Dr. Jason Batson definitely doesn't deviate from that. That is something that you have to take into consideration. We're not going to starve you, but there are some changes because some people do a lot of foolishness with their diet, especially with sugar and all these type of things. So, that's something to keep in mind. I know we're very close to closing up. Let me say, again, feel free to give us a call. Head office, that number is 222-8261. That's 222-8261. And as we always say at Batson and Associates, if you think health is expensive, try sickness. If you think education is expensive, try ignorance. Thank you so very much to the listeners of 103.1 FM. Again, happy, healthy New Year to you. And Karen, always a pleasure to be in your company. Do enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. Take care.
Same to you.
Bye-bye.
Always a pleasure on this end as well. Supporting health and naturally, Dr. Jason Batson.
Yes, my social media comrades. Miss Jennifer Valentine, a pleasant good morning to you, my dear. She said, Doc, I'm drinking my circulation tea. Very good product. I'm so glad to hear that. Miss Michelle Rampasad says, good morning, Dr. Batson. Happy New Year. Same to you, my dear. So those of you, again, who may be abroad, keep in mind that we're working assiduously to ensure that you get what you need to get when you need to get it. But, we're working on that. So again, to book all your online consultation where you have your Zooms and those type of things, we need, or that telephone number rather, is 868-373-2388. Again, that's 1-868-373-2388. So as we always say at Batson and Associates, if you think health is expensive, try sickness. If you think education is expensive, try ignorance. Keep in mind today is Thursday. Today is radio program day. I'm trying my best to talk with this teeth in my mouth, but next week it will be out. Yeah, that's why I'm sounding like my mouth is full. I can't enunciate properly, but that will fix in due time. So we have our program for 1:15, and that is on Freedom 106.5 FM. And then subsequent to that, we have at 2:05 to 3:05 DJMamuRadioTT.com. Again, that's DJMamuRadioTT.com. Or Sweet International. I have been waiting for this. Yes, Miss Michelle Rampasad. So we have our consultations for our international clients. we're going to book those consultations with a Zoom call for you. And we're going to ensure, because we have to be able to help people. We live in a modern world now. People are WhatsApp, you're calling people, you're seeing people, you're seeing your mother, your father, your children all over the world. We can't do a consultation for you. We're not doing surgery. You understand what I'm saying? So again, guys, so those of you who are able to join us, keep in mind too, we also going to be doing a lot of lives, our lives. So we may not necessarily be on the radio, but we do be doing lives on different social media. I understand we now on TikTok.
Of course, we know on TikTok.
And anything else?
We are on TikTok. And by the way, guys, our programs are going to change quite a bit, where the person is going to be a little more interactive with you. Because at the end of the day, it's about you getting the results.
Exactly.
I'm sorry for me talking as really what Dr. Batson, but I'm just saying, right?
Yeah, definitely. Thank you for that, Shaki. Ms. Beverly Charles says, good day, Dr. Batson. After using Santulan once a day for 10 days, I noticed I got some spots and it is very itchy. So what I suggest to you, Ms. Charles, is drink more water. Because remember, Santulan is a 7-channel detox. It's going to, watch me, that product is going to go in there and take out all the rubbish, you know. So the thing is, remember, you have 7 channels of elimination: kidney, colon, bloodstream, liver, lymphatic system, skin, and your lungs. So that's going to be taking out rubbish. So remember, your skin is the major organ of detoxification. It is the largest organ, I mean, in general, surface area. So a lot of the times when the other organs are affected, the skin is going to take all the licks. So that's why you got those spots. I apologize for that, but it simply meant that you need to drink more water, Ms. Beverly Charles. So take that into consideration. What I suggest you do too as well, especially if the spots are a little itchy, you could look into getting a bottle of the silver with the mineral formula, which is going to boost and strengthen the immune system, but also has antibiotic, antiviral, and antifungal properties attached to it. Okay? Ms. Misha Rampasad says, what's the number to contact you in WhatsApp?
She's from
the international. Okay, you can contact us on 1-868-373-2388. Okay, so what we're gonna do, I'm gonna let Shaki put that up on that for me. You're gonna put that up in a something a billboard or something. Shaki gonna create something for you guys, and the 2 things for the international clients, the follow-up as well as to book the online consultations. So we're gonna put that. We're gonna do up something for you guys. Okay. Yes.
It's already done. It's just waiting for you to approve.
Oh, it is. Oh, Shims. Okay.
I did it since last year.
Oh, okay.
You requested it last year.
All right. Good. Okay. So let me say a pleasant good morning to Ms. Pat Ashton. Good morning to you, Dr. Batson. Continued blessings. So, guys, as I said, we have a next program that's 1:15. So see you there. As we always say at Batson and Associates, if you think health is expensive, try sickness. If you think education is expensive, try ignorance. God bless, and do enjoy the rest of your Thursday. See you guys later. Take care. Bye-bye.